So let's set up a little sequence here. I press the sequencer button. That's the sequence I want to program. So I press CC and enter on the system controller. And I'm in sequencer mode. So now it's a matter of setting the tempo, where I'm going to store one of my 6 sequences using the buttons, LFO buttons, which are also memory location buttons. And so I set up the tempo. 90 is fine. How many beats? 4 beats. And how many voices I want to use on this sequence. By using less than 6, I have some to spare, so I can play over the sequence later. And it wants me to press start, and I'll get a count in. You can also use step time recording, which I'm not going to show here. Let's hear that back. And since I didn't use all the voices, I can now play over it. I also changed the footing on the oscillator, so it's now playing an octave below. That was some bad playing right there, but it was cool anyway. But let's add to this. Every sequence memory location can store 1 polyphonic sequence and 1 monophonic sequence. So there was me recording a new sequence, polyphonic sequence. So that's in the can, but the memory location can also store 1 monophonic sequence going out the CVN gate of the Memorymoog. So this sound is not coming from the Memorymoog. The Memorymoog is only triggering another synth through CVN gate, and it's playing the MFB Dominion 1 analog synth through its CVN gate input. So I'm using 2 cables, each coming out of the Memorymoog. One controlling the voltage for the pitch and one controlling the voltage for gate on and off. That's the keys being pressed on and off. On the Memorymoog, I have to trim the low and high ranges, the voltages, to keep the synths in tune. So going back to the Memorymoog and the sequencer mode, I can now add that monophonic sequence to that memory location of the polyphonic sequence I just did. And I can have 6 of those memory locations, each holding 1 polyphonic sequence and 1 monophonic sequence, going out the CVN gates. So that's in the can, hopefully. Let's play it back and see how it sounds. And just one more thing, can we sync this up to anything? I want to control the Memorymoog's sequence from external clock, and I'm using the Isla S2400. Can we make this happen? Well, let's check it out. The Memorymoog Plus has a clock input on the back there. It also has MIDI. I'm not using MIDI in any way during this video. So if that incoming clock from the S2400 can trigger the sequencer to start in the right tempo, it would be the icing on the cake. And it does. Some more bad playing, but you get the idea. It works. Perfect.